French, and he allowed France to get inside and outside anytime in Niger. And also, French soldiers were stationed in Niger during his regime until this man came into the picture, Tiani. Tiani kicked him out. Now, for those who don't really know Tiani very well, Tiani was a bodyguard to this Mohamed Bazoum. Yes, he is the chief of security, and he actually kicked his boss' ass. It's really crazy, right? Why did he do that? Because his boss wasn't leading the country towards a direction that profit the people of Niger. Now, let's come to this. What's the beef between Niger and Benin? Well, they both were colonized by the French, and now the beef is the president in Benin. Back then, this man right here, Patrice Talon, was a very good friend of the French. Look at that very carefully. And he was a very good friend of Mohamed Bazoum. So when Mohamed Bazoum was kicked out of power, Talon was not very happy about that, because he kept a very strong tie and relationship with France. Now, why wasn't Patrice Talon happy about that? He wasn't happy because this man Tiani kicked out the French military out from Niger too. He gave them an ultimatum and he said, you need to leave the country.
Faced with France's flippant attitude and reaction to the internal situation in our country, the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland has decided to denounce the cooperation agreements in the field of security and defense with France.
Now you can see, why did he do that? Because initially, he asked the ambassador of France to come and meet with him and have discussion after kicking out Mohamed Bazoum. And the ambassador of France refused to go to this meeting. They said they have no legitimacy to call them and have discussion.
It's a coup against a democratically elected president from a minority ethnic group who has implemented courageous economic and political reforms for his country. Therefore, I believe our policy is the right one. It rests on the courage of President Bazoum, on the commitment of our diplomats and our ambassador on the ground who remains despite the pressure, despite everything, and despite all the pronouncements of the illegitimate authorities. It is also thanks to the commitment of our internal security forces and our military.
So when that happened, Tiani said, oh, okay, you want to tell me who has the legitimacy in my country, my own country. You want to tell me the person that has legitimacy. Okay, you know what? Just pack your stuff and leave my country. Just leave. So that's how they left. Now, France has a diplomatic body and also military in Niger. They were there for training. They were there for fighting terrorism. But Tiani decided they must leave the country. There was about 1,000 soldiers that decided to leave. After resisting a little bit, they eventually left. So Patrice Talon of Benin was not happy about that. Definitely not, because he was a very good friend of Emmanuel Macron.